Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to my podcast. Welcome to Kyra's Halftime Show. This is halftime and we're going to have a good time. All right, I'm going to introduce myself one more time, just in case you didn't see my introduction video. I am Kyra, one of 3 field commanders this year, one of 3 female field commanders this year. Great choice, Dr. Setter. Thank you. I was in the drum line. Well, I still am in the drum line. I was drumline captain last year. And I played the tenor sax in our jazz ensemble. And I am in our winter guard during the spring semesters. I'm also the vice president of programs for Kappa Kappa Psi, which is the honors band fraternity on campus. So, welcome once again to my podcast, and let's get to it. And also reiterate what we're doing this semester. The band, we're going to upload weekly, daily content on all of our social media accounts, which is CalU Bands on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So make sure you like and follow all of those pages. We're going to start with introducing all of the band members this year. We're going to start with that. And this is the second week of classes now. So I finished my first week of remote classes already. I will have to say it makes me kind of nervous because I am a hands-on, in-your-face kind of person. I would much rather be on campus, but due to the circumstances, it just cannot happen right now. So I will not complain about it. I am still grateful that, I still get to get my credits and go to college in some fashion. So I won't complain. But for this first podcast, I have a Q&A session. I asked all members of the band and Kappa Kappa Psi to send me any questions that they had. I wanted to do this mainly for the freshmen and the new people that were coming in, so they could get a lot of questions answered. There are so many questions the new people have, which is understandable since they couldn't do band camp. So I wanted to do this Q&A so they could get some questions answered and feel more relieved about how, band will look in the future. So I'm just going to get into it. So the first question was, what was your favorite show or song you've performed at CalU? And Gabby, one of the other field commanders, actually asked this question. I think my favorite song would have been from last year's show, There's No Place Like Cal, Nightmare Sequence. That one was pretty intense, pretty cool. I created some baseline visuals for that one. That was the year I was drumline captain too, so that was especially fun, as the band knows. Is it hard to balance marching band and class when you're a person? Was another question. It's not. I don't think it's hard. It just keeps you busy. Marching band is very hands-on, as most band kids would know. Very involved, and we put in a lot of work in college, just because it's not the normal, after school kind of deal. You're working band and with your other classes as well. So I don't think it's hard, but you have to put in the work for us to be successful. What days/times does marching band typically take place? If I remember correctly, marching band is normally Monday and Wednesday from 3 to 6, I think. I haven't been a marching band since last fall, so I'm pretty sure that's right. Monday, Wednesday, 3 to 6. That's when we normally have rehearsals during the semester. Do we do other events besides halftime shows? Of course. CalU Band does a lot of performances. one big one especially is Allentown. We just started going back to Allentown last year. That's a big one. Last year's show, I think we did pretty well at Allentown last year. That was really fun. We do a Halloween parade. We do an end of band camp concert. I can't think of everything, but we definitely do more than just halftime shows. Can I take marching band as a class? Yes. I believe you need 2 fine arts credits to graduate from Cal U anyway. Marching band can be one of those credits. You sure can take band as a class. You just register for it like any other class. Can I get cords for being involved in marching band? Yes, you can. I believe for Cal U band, you have to be in the marching band all 4 years, actively in the band all 4 years to get those cords once you're a senior. Are there officer positions involved in band? Yes. So we have our own e-board. President, vice president, and all those other things. Jessie Halapia is our band president this year. She'll get to introduce herself. To do those, we normally have elections during the semester. I'm not sure how that will work this year because of our circumstances, but yes, you can definitely be an officer in the band. Can I get involved with helping with marching band? Yes. Dr. Stetter has come up with some teams. We have music team and uniform team. And they normally come during pre-camp before main band camp and help organize all the uniforms and all the music and things before the entire band gets there. We normally have a sign-up sheet up in the band room for people to just put their name down, and then Dr. Cedric is in contact with those people. However, since, like I said earlier, for circumstances, we don't have those this semester. Is it easy to make friends during band? Yes, you will find that a lot of Cal U's band members are very, very friendly. I will be your best friend if you want. I like making friends and I like to have a good time in band. So yes, I will be your friend if you so choose. What is band camp like normally? Okay. So we have a pre-camp for just the student leaders, like field commanders, captains, the staff, PIs. And then we have a main camp where we start learning drill in the show and things like that. So all the band members eventually move on campus for camp, and we work all day. When I think we have breakfast at 8 a.m. and then we have lunch at 12, and then we have an evening rehearsal until I don't remember what time, 4 maybe, and then we have dinner, and then we, depending on how we did that day, we might, do some more drill or something. But it's an all day affair. Another question. How can I get a leadership position, like a PI or captain? So there are PI and captain and field commander auditions every spring. All you have to do is let Dr. Setter know you're interested. He'll send out an email asking who's interested in this PI or captain position, and then you just email him back and you'll get scheduled for an audition. Another one. Are there any fraternities, sororities, or clubs I could join that come from band? Absolutely. Kappa Kappa Psi is our honors band fraternity on campus. I am Kappa Kappa Psi's vice president of programs this year, actually. My job normally is to come up with programs and things to get people to come together and interact with each other. But we have to be 6 feet apart now, so that part of my job is void now. I would also normally be in charge of planning the band banquet, which that can't happen this year either, but that's okay because I'm doing this now. So yes, we have Kappa Kappa Psi, the honors band fraternity. If you are interested in hearing more about what Kappa Kappa Psi is or what we have to offer, you can email me, but also I will have KK Psi's president and vice president of membership as guest stars with me later in the semester. So look out for those videos if you're interested. I mean, look out for my videos in general, but look out for those in particular if you're interested in KK Psi. It's a good time. Very talented musicians. I would recommend that. Wow. English. Next question. Are the upperclassmen as scary as they can seem sometimes? For me, well, when I came to college, I was one of 3 girls in the drum line. So it was a little intimidating for me, but I have a big personality and I don't generally care what people think about me, so I kind of got used to them pretty easily. So it was intimidating for me because of drumline, but generally, you just have to approach the upperclassmen and they'll talk to you. Many people think that just because the upperclassmen don't talk to them or, don't invite them to sit at their table or something like that, that we don't like the freshmen, but that's completely false. Next question. Does the football team or cheerleaders ever acknowledge the marching band? That's a good question. I think Cal Band and the football team have great chemistry. During every time, we win a game, we play techno and the fight song and things like that. And the football team always comes over, gets rowdy with the band after all the games. And we're always included in the football team's decisions. Anywhere the football team goes, we're probably going to go to, as long as it's allowed, of course. They do want us there. As far as the cheerleaders, we interact with them sometimes. The band kind of yells at them to do flips every once in a while, but that's as far as I can tell for as long as I've been in Cal Band. Cheerleaders and the band don't really interact much besides that. And we do pregame together, but that's about it, I think. Do you play stand tunes? If so, what are some of the songs you normally play? Lately, we've only been playing Scooby-Doo. Take that up to Dr. Setter because he loves that song. There's nothing much else that I can say about that. Personally, I think it may be overplayed, but that's just my opinion. Dr. Setter is the director. He can do what he wants. I just do what I'm told. Moving on. Can we sit during the football game? Yes. For the most part, yes. Generally, we do stand before we're about to play something or, perform in any kind of way, just so everyone gets their attention focused on the field commanders and what song and whoever's holding the whiteboard to tell us what stand to we're playing next. But generally, yeah, you can take a break and sit down for a little. Because especially after halftime, we get something to eat from AVI, so you can sit then. Is there a period in time where we can roam around the stadium, or do we have to stay in the stands the entire time? Yes, if you are in the band, you must stay with the band the entire time. Because, that's our job. We're at football games to perform. We aren't there to really just look around. We have a goal, we have a mission, and that is to make the football games entertaining, and we need everyone there to accomplish that. Are we ever able to leave football games early? Not unless you're dying. That kind of goes into my last question. I don't see why you would need to leave a football game early unless it was an emergency of some sort. So generally no, but there are exceptions. Do you do theme days during band camp? Yes, absolutely. As vice president of programs, I was in charge of coming up with those theme days, actually. And those are super fun. Everyone participates in them. So, next band camp, don't feel like you'll be the only one participating, because everyone participates and everyone goes all in. So, those are super fun. Is water typically provided for band camp? Yes. Water is important. Water is so good for you. Water is so healthy. We have breaks in between drill sets called gush and goes. Quick water break, and then get ready to get back to setting drill. Yes, we have I think 4 big Gatorade coolers full of water and ice throughout the day that gets refilled as it needs. What would you wear to practice? Are there certain guidelines? I wear anything that's comfortable but also appropriate. I think that's all that needs to be said. Just don't wear something your mom wouldn't want you to wear, or your dad wouldn't want you to wear in public. That's all I have to say on that. Do I have to pay to stay in the dorms during band camp? No, you don't. That's taken care of. You don't have to pay for that. If you're living in the dorms during the academic year, then yes, you pay for that, but you don't pay anything extra to live in the dorms for band camp. That's none of your concern. I think that's about all the questions I have for now. Thank you all for listening to my podcast. I had fun doing it. Come back every Monday. I will be posting a podcast every Monday. Don't forget to follow Caillou Bands on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram so you don't miss anything that we've got for you guys. Thank you again, and have a good rest of your day.